Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just crafting up a new block here, the water reservoir. I just happened to find this when I was looking for an infinite water source. I just noticed it when I was about to go craft up the Ender IO one, and I noticed this reservoir here with the remote IO. I don't know what this mod does, to be honest. It looks like it's a wireless transfer kind of thing. I don't really know. Never used it, and I just decided, why don't I just try this and see what happens, because it's actually relatively easy to craft, just 4 EV pumps and some titanium. Well, relatively easy now. And the reason I wanted to do this is because, as we can see, all my turbines have stopped. Because when I started up my game today, this actually exploded because it wasn't getting enough distilled water somehow. And I'm not really sure why. I think it was because right when it kind of starts, it's not going at full speed yet, so it wasn't producing enough steam, and I think it was just causing issues. And it just eventually ran out of distilled water and exploded after about, I don't know, 5 minutes. I was only on for about 5 minutes. So I did a quick backup here and decided, why don't we go ahead and try to figure out why, or not figure out why, but let's try to avoid that from happening again. Now, I just put a tank with distilled water, so hopefully that will kind of like hopefully this will kind of fill up and be like a much bigger buffer than just a few cells. But yeah, so I'm thinking this water reservoir might be able to replace these Ender IO things, because these aren't very fast. We've seen them and they don't, when it's pulling out, they only do like a bucket every second or so. And it was causing issues with my water electrolyzer as well. I can actually turn this off because my oxygen is like completely full. So I replaced that, and these don't like, this will just constantly have 1,000 millibuckets of water in it, it can pull out. So I'm kind of curious how it'll work like with this. So if we do that, I'm kind of curious if this will that'll work. So I have a distillery over here with distilled water, and I have a fluid storage bus in the back, and then I have this set to just always output water. So I'm kind of curious. Yeah. These are really full. I don't know why. That's a lot of millibuckets in there. Alright, so water, no, it's not like just filling up. I was a bit worried it would be. But it's not. So let's see. Wait, no, let's do this. Okay, so fluid storage, or fluid export. Let's do distilled water. There we go. So it is filling up. I'm gonna have to put some mufflers on this for sure. Those are... Why don't I just do like 10? Oh, that's not gonna work, because the thing it goes in is gonna make a casing. Ooh, that was close. If you have 8 of these, it's gonna make a casing, and I have a configuration of 8 in there. Alright, so we got that. Let's... Ah, right, it only does... Yeah, it's doing like 5 at a time. We got fluid export, the distilled water. And I guess we'll just throw this on here for a bit. I probably want to like turn this off, because this should be a... This should be like a closed system. Wow, where is it getting all the distilled water from? Where is that all coming from? I have no idea, unless it's in my... Has it been... Well, maybe it's been... No, it shouldn't have been. I didn't see, like, distilled water on there. That's weird. I have no idea where all the distilled water is coming from. Anyway, muffler is... that. I'm like, because this... I don't think this is producing it fast enough. But as we can see, the water is much faster than that. Alright, and I have this bug again. I have no idea what causes it. But it just randomly went away last time. Alright, so let's throw this on. Get this going. Alright, and I should have enough of a backup that by the time this gets up to the right efficiency, everything should be good. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show that just because I've had this blow up one other time, and it was right after I logged on too, so there's definitely something with that. And this water reservoir is very helpful. Alright, so there we go. We have like plenty of distilled water. I could probably turn this off. I probably don't even need to feed that anymore. Why don't I do that? And we'll keep an eye on it. I should probably do a thing on that. Why don't we go ahead and do a network card on that as well? And maybe throw it over here somewhere, maybe in this one. Although my drives are really filling up here, and I don't know if it's pulling it in the A system. Although that could be like nitrogen or something like that. Yeah, probably that. Anyway, let me cut here and we will come back. Alright, so really quick, I think I figured out the problem. For some reason this is all of a sudden not outputting fast enough. I don't know, that is really weird, because it's worked for how many hours? Now all of a sudden it's not working? It's a bit weird, to be honest. So I guess we can increase the size of these pipes. Because I think it's filling up, it's slowly filling up and then voiding. Yeah, so this is weird. Like, these aren't full. I don't know why that one's having a bit of an issue. It's weird. Anyway, just thought I'd show that. See, it's like full. Very interesting. Alright, so I did a little bit of work down here. I just replaced the pipes for the things here because it just wasn't getting enough. It wasn't pulling out the steam fast enough, basically, and some of it was getting voided, and then that was causing issues over here. I do have a output bus just in case I need to do that, but I don't think so. I've been having this run for a while and it hasn't changed. This was acting a bit funny with the distilled water. So basically I still want it, but basically just have it going into a super tank, and then I have the storage bus on that. Just so it doesn't cause any problems, just because this is so much faster. Anyway, moving on, I have kind of looking here what we need to accomplish for the fusion reactor. Last episode we did the fusion reactor, so we need, if we go into the fusion quests, we have input hatches, output hatches, and LUV energy hatches. Actually, do these need to be? No, these are relatively easy to make. Wow, that needs what, 20, 16 things of Teflon and only 2 of those. This doesn't need to go through an assembly line, basically what I was saying. It does need diamond things though. But basically coming up here, we're going to need a whole lot of LUV hatches. Now, I made a bunch of coolant. Yeah, we have like 60 buckets in there, and then the thing down there is full. So I think we're good on that. We need a whole bunch of chrome. I guess I should just do... maybe just do a recipe for it. Then oops. And I don't have to, I was just gonna throw a couple stacks in, but might as well just make recipes for everything. And yeah, got enough room in there. I can even add another one if I want. I should have plenty of, yeah, I have tons of channels. Could add 16 more things to this if I could. One thing I did notice is if this recipe, I can't remember what recipe it was, but I was having issues with this getting turned off, and I realized it's because this was pulling the 4 amps of LUV, and not enough was going to this, but it only works for certain recipes, because not all of them use the full amount, and I totally don't remember which one it was that was doing it. So I'm almost thinking, should I upgrade this to the 16 amp? Just needs vanadium, gallium, chrome, electrum, and a transformer. I think I will do that actually. All right. So LUV machine hull is easy enough. We need vanadium, gallium. Does it need 16? Yeah, 16 vanadium, gallium, and then I think I need 4 on the transformer. Do I not? I do, but I don't have that as a thing, do I? Should probably make that a recipe as well, because I'm going to be using so much of this. Actually, we'll do 1. Is the other one full too? Yeah, those are both full. I could put more in this one, but until I get the power figured out down here, I don't want stuff to get voided. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add another interface on that, but that's fine. All right, so there is that. Is that, I'm just noticing, oh, those are those, that's right. All right, let me get some of this stuff also crafted up here. Let me take a look at this. Since we're gonna need 16 of these for this fusion reactor, what are we looking at? Vanadium, we're gonna need more of indium, of course. Phosphate, platinum. But for the most part, we're good. I did move my the miner onto a platinum vein. I don't know if it's gotten down there far enough yet. What are we pulling out? Yeah, I don't think it hasn't reached the vein yet. Anyway, let me get some of this kind of going here, and we will come back. All right, I think I got everything that I need here. I just wanted to get everything before I ended up breaking all this down. All right, I think this will be fine. Even though this can output 16 amps, I think we're good. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not producing any power. How long does this take to go? 10 seconds. I think we should be good. Yeah. I'm trying to like think here. Maybe I should borrow some battery just in case. There's still assembler in here? I don't remember. Yeah, there is. All right, let me throw that in there. Although molten soldering alloy in there is not what I want. All right, there we go. I just wanted to make sure I could, yeah, see, I would have run out of power without the thing on. I guess I could just put all that back in. I don't even know if, do I need it in there? I can't remember if I need all that soldering alloy in there. I'll leave it. Let me throw this battery back. All right, that tank is in that clean room if I can't find my tank later. All right, so 16 amp. Let's go ahead and try this. Hopefully this works in here, because that would be awkward if it didn't. Yeah, all right, so it does appear to be working. Do have problems on that circuitry. I actually don't know what what do maintenance problems on this multi-block do? I don't really know, actually. All right, so these can do 8. Now these hatches aren't ever going to pull more than 6, so I don't think I need to worry about the 16 amps, hopefully. Because that would suck if they all burnt up. Because then I wouldn't be able to make any more. Yeah. Alright, I think that should be good. We shall see. Alright, and I think my miner has gotten down to platinum. Yep, I think that looks like platinum. Is that platinum? Yeah, so we made it down there. Need to get this in my thermal centrifuge. Get all this platinum going. All right, so I think most of the energy stuff that we need here, or most of the things, I think I've gotten it all sorted out, except for the indium and the platinum, which is just going to take a little while to craft up. Wonder if I can just do, is that automatically smelting all the stuff? I can't remember. The platinum dust, it might be. But anyway, while that is, we're just getting the indium back. Basically, we're just replicating it at this point. I could go to the nether and get some more sphalerite, or just a sulfur vein, I think it is. Where are we? Sulfur. Yeah, not that one. Yeah, this one. For the sphalerite. It's the same as in the nether, but it's easier if you go to like Mars or something. So maybe I'll do that, or Io. But I'll have to wait till this is finished out, this vein. And then, yeah. But anyway, this episode, we're going to take a little bit of a break in between the fusion reactor. We're kind of just, like I said, crafting up, and we just have to wait a little bit for that. But I think one of the things I've been kind of delaying for a while is actually hooking up all this stuff to my A system. I would like to kind of get that. It's not too difficult. But yeah, I think I want to get all this. So it's just, don't have to like worry about like the golems running over and filling up things, and it just takes forever. If I can just do this all through my A system, I think that would be much easier. And I could even do auto crafting if I wanted to with the Arcane work table. So I don't know if we're quite necessarily going to get into auto crafting with it, but I would like to at least get that hooked up and get some Essentia. At least for the nether stars, because that's the kind of issue we're running into now that I'm needing a whole lot of like quantum stars and stuff coming up. But anyway, I did some research already. I opened up a lot of the Energistics tab, and the storage drives were actually locked behind the warded doors. That took me a while to figure that out. The disk drives are locked behind that, which is kind of annoying, because unless you just research everything, how are you going to know that? Which I guess you're supposed to do, but anyway. So I guess we're going to need a couple things here. We're going to need a Essentia provider, I believe. And a Arcane crafting table, probably. And we're going to need probably, yeah, one of these. An import bus. I don't know if we're going to need export buses, but we're definitely going to need an import bus. So kind of let's take a look at what we're looking at. So we do need warded glass. And warded glass is made in an Arcane workbench with, looks like glass, thaumium, and amber, and greatwood planks, so that's easy enough. I'm trying to think what would be kind of the first thing that we need. What do we need here? So Terra, all that. Should I hook this up, and then I could hook up the other thing, the Centavi? Can't remember how to do that, actually. I wonder if it's that. I don't think it's that, but yeah, I'm trying to remember. Basically, you put this on a thing, or not this thing, but basically it does this. I can't remember. Thaumic Energistics. Where is it? Yeah, it's one of these things. Let me, yeah, not iron, gearbox. Yeah, let me do some crafting up here, and we will come back. All right, I have done a bit of crafting up here, and I need some things to get started here. And one of those things is a Arcane crafting table. All right, so we need that in there, and we need the Arcane terminal. I thought I had everything. Maybe that's, it won't shift click in. But, oh, I'm missing one thing. Logic, calculation. I know I had the, pretty sure I made one. Oh, maybe it got used in something that I crafted. I don't remember. I thought I crafted that up though. Or maybe I did that. I don't remember. Alright, so there's that. That should be the Arcane crafting table here. I totally have these wrong. Did I get the wrong? No, Terra Crystal Plate, ME crafting table, Terra Crystal. Oh, ME terminal. I got the wrong thing. I need the crafting terminal. Whoops. So the crafting terminal, I think we just need to add some extra. Yeah, I think that's where I use the engineering processor in the ME terminal. Is that where? No, I have no idea where that processor. I could have sworn I made one, but oh well. Thankfully, it is quick enough. All right, so there is that ME crafting table. All right, let's try this again. There we go. All right, so there is the Arcane crafting table. Now we hook this up to my ME system, and I think I'm not gonna do it out here. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I was thinking kind of like over here, maybe by the door. Like there is the ME drive. We'll just do like a little separate. It's gonna be hooked up. The whole thing's gonna be hooked up. But we'll just have this one kind of closer. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I could even have the things out there if I wanted, but let's do that. Kind of just like its own little separate thing, maybe. I don't know. I may just throw it back over here. But I think we're going to go off this line. I crafted up a whole bunch of cables. And I think I have about 10 channels left on this side, so I think, actually, let's do it like that. I know this is kind of weird having that right there, but yeah. All right, so there's the two up there. And this should be online, and I should be able to access my whole everything in here. Yep, all right, so there is everything. We can even put all that there. I can go ahead and throw my wand in there, and then we can use this as a crafting table. Now, the question is, how do I get it powered up here? And obviously, I think kind of until I can get the V network hooked up to the A system, I think we'll just kind of charge up the wand. Then we can just put it in there. And I think we can put this stuff in there, and then we can switch if we need. No, that's not what I wanted. Nano. Yeah. I can't remember how oh, here we go. So like, there we go. We switch. We'll get the discount and back. Although the goggles, I don't need to switch. Anyway, discount isn't super necessary. But yeah, all right. And then I think this is the V that we're going to need when we do the arcane crafting. All right, so we got those. Now I think we need maybe, let's take a look at the disc Essentia, because I really want to pull this stuff into right here. So 1K. I have no idea how big these are. All right, so warded glass. Let's try this. So warded glass. It's a bit annoying. All right, so we can pull all that stuff in. Thaumium. I have broken a lot of this stuff down. Can't remember. Does this smelt normally? Yeah. Should I do... Yeah, I may need to just do a recipe for this. It's because I think I may be having quite a lot of these. So there's that. Yeah, I have 4, so we have plenty of room for that. So thaumium, plates. Should get the 2. Actually, let's just go over it. See, this is the one issue with having these separate. So maybe I am changing my mind if having this over here, because we're gonna have to kind of bounce back and forth. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so does that not want to craft? Is it not? I thought that would work with here, but it doesn't appear to be working. Let me really quickly, let me see if I can figure this out. All right, I realized, why don't you want to shift click in there? There we go. It was putting regular planks in there. So that was the reason that wasn't, it was putting the oak plants in there. But yeah, so basically works as it expected, although the wand does not charge up in the crafting table. So we want to go ahead and get that taken care of. So in order to do that, I believe, if I remember, we need a V relay here. Did it need steel screw? So we need one of these, and then we need a V relay thing. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, we should have enough. So there's the V relay. And then I turned it into the charge relay for the arcane craft table, but that will not work. It has to go on one of these. Now let's see here. All right, so this is going to take me a second. See, this is like shift clicking the stuff in, kind of weird, I'm noticing. Let me go ahead and I may have some more of these in that chest. It's not in the A system. All right, let me go ahead and get some of this. Terra screws. Man, that is annoying. How do you make Terra screws? Yeah, but how do you get these? Lathe, Terra rod, how do you get it? Oh, in the lathe. All right, so we got some stuff here. Let me craft this up. And there we go. I got the everything for that. Let's try this. I'm just curious. So 16, if we do that, 18. I think it could be a little less, but oh well. All right, so there is the V relay. And the V interface. Now this needs to be, I don't know the exact range of that. So where is... Maybe want to like bleed to death here. Let me do this. Ideally, I would have the node somewhere closer. Just on there. I just lost that. Oh well. Don't need that. Ooh, do I have enough? I don't know if I have enough cables actually. Let me quickly go and craft up some more cables. At least these are relatively easy. How many channels do I have? Oh, I have plenty. Room for plenty. See, I wonder if it would like reach over here. Maybe I could. Let's test this out actually. The wand. Actually, does it say in the book what the V relay has? If I can even find it. This V relay. Within 8 blocks. I mean, I could like use multiple relays to send it through it. But I kind of don't want to do that, to be honest. I just want to send it with the with my A system. This definitely isn't ideal, but I built the mob farm underneath here, so that kind of messes things up a bit. Some more cable. This is taking a bit longer than I had planned, but I want to get this kind of going before I wrap up this episode. All right, so we got that coming over here. How about we go? See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could probably do it like here. But I'm kind of guessing. Hopefully this will work. I just missed my night door right there. That's funny. All right. think we're good with that. I should have a ladder up there somewhere, but oh well. All right, so I think we just plop this on top and then the V relay on top of that. And this should get the stuff into our network here. I may need to move it closer. Don't know. So let's try this on top of that. V relay on top of that. Yep, all right, so there we go. It's connected, as we can see, I think. Or is it connected to that? Is it not close enough? It may not be close enough there, which is a bit of a pain. Try that again. Let me throw the wand in there and then see if that works. It maybe won't pop up unless it's charging something. No? Do I need to connect this? I don't think I need to connect it with a memory card or anything. Although I may need to. Let me quickly look at this. Storing it, blah, blah, blah. To use it, attach it to the network in place of the base of the relay must be, in order to It must be linked with the interface. Linking other devices to the interface will require the use of memory card. I guess we can try that. This is, yeah, it is connected. I am not quite sure how that works. We just connect it to that kind of thing? No. All right, it may be too far. One last thing. How about we just... I'll just kind of... just to get it working at least. Here. Okay, that is obviously close enough. So there. On top of that. All right, so there we go. So now it's connected. I think it just wasn't far enough away. Let's see if that will charge up my wand in here, or do I need to like link it? All right, so it's still not charging that. Last attempt here, and then I will have to we'll try in between episodes. The loaded system. All right, so there we go. Perfect. All right, so we got our Arcane crafting table linked up to the energized nodes out there. I will do a little more cleaning up with the cabling and stuff. But yeah, now we can just do our crafting in there. We don't ever have to go out there and worry about that. Throw that away. So yeah. In between episodes, I'm going to start crafting up some of these energy hatches. Can I do this yet? No, still need some indium and some more platinum here. Thought I had enough though. I have to send it through. Thought I had it set up. Yeah, we'll get some more of these crafting components crafted up, and next episode we'll probably take a look a bit more of the did it turn off? Not getting enough power or something? Interesting. It must have not got enough power or something. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, we'll come back next episode and hopefully make some more progress towards our fusion reactor and a little bit more of AE Thaumic Energistics. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.